What's up? Welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Carissa and let's talk about this book of the month. If you've seen my past book of the months, I recently bought a book that contains 14 of the most important books on wealth ever created. This is such a funny thing because, as you know, I do all these books of the months and I have been homeless, sleeping in my car in Long Beach, California. This is the best to have 14 books in one, so that way I'm not in my car with all of these books and having more clutter in my car than need to be. I'm happy to report that I am very satisfied with this purchase. If you're new, I have read The Power of Your Subconscious Mind, As a Man Thinketh. I've read Think and Grow Rich before I actually bought this, and The Richest Man in Babylon. The last book of the month was The Richest Man in Babylon, and that was life-changing for me in financial standpoint. So when you read The Power of Your Subconscious Mind, As a Man Thinketh, those books in particular are all mental. This is how to apply that knowledge and get ahead of the game. So I was really fond of The Richest Man in Babylon. I think it is a great read, and if you are kind of, I don't know if I should read it, I think you should definitely read it. I think it is worth it. I have only been doing what it's been saying for the past month and it's already been life-changing for me, and I cannot wait to the end of 2025 to see what happens, what I get out of what I'm doing. And so I'm very excited, and that was a really great book for me, and I'm just happy that I read it. This month's book of the month is gonna be Acres of Diamonds by Russell Conwell. Now, this is a lecture. So this is the first book that they actually put in, only 20 pages, and I read it. I read it in 2 days. As for me and this book, I don't think that I really benefited from it because I already knew what was going on. I feel like if you're coming into new knowledge, you don't know a lot about financial, about wealth, about all of that, it could be a good read for you. But for me personally, I knew a lot just because of Gary Vee. And Gary Vee is really saying what he was saying, but in a more up-to-date modern way. Basically, the gem in this lecture is what Gary Vee says all of the time. To me, it was kind of like, all right, I'm ready for a different book. By page 20, when it was over, I was kind of already over it. It was hard for me to finish, but like I said, that's for me personally and where I'm at on my journey in itself when it comes to prosperity. I didn't find any value that I didn't already know or have out of it, and that's what I'm looking for. I'm trying to find hidden gems. I'm trying to find value. I'm trying to learn something new. Honestly, I don't know which book I'm gonna go into next. I have a couple other ones that I want to read that are outside of this book. My grandma is from Norway, and I do not know any history of the country, of the city that we're from, and so I want to do research on it and really to know what it was like. You can learn a lot of generational traumas passed down. I'm kind of getting pulled into that, but yeah, that's where I'm at. If you know any history knowledge about Norway, drop it in the comments below because I would love to hear what you have to say.